people in Europe are putting out, it was just a slight, they were meant to make a little splatter like most environmentalists do. Make a splash, show it. I mean, I'm waiting for the nuclear reactor to go off. They have to go off. Anybody noticed that since Obama became president, we are basically shutting down coal mining because of coal mining disasters?
Oh yeah, but he supports clean coal.
Yeah, and he supports drilling. Drilling is now stopped. He supports nuclear power. We're going to have a nuclear explosion. I will bet there will be a problem, a 3 Mile Island problem in a nuclear reactor, and the president, to save lives, will shut down all nuclear power in this country until there is a review. It's only a conspiracy if it's not fact. Fact, coal mining has basically come to a halt until we have a review on the safety of coal mining. Fact, drilling has came to a halt till we have a review. That only leaves hydraulic power. Fact, hydraulic dams are being shut down for environmental reasons. Only leaves one source left, and that is nuclear power. The only way you can do that is that basically they have to have an accident. Doesn't have to be a big accident. Remember, there is the prevailing thought in the rest of the world that this was a deliberate thing in order to allow Obama to grab more power.
Literally.
I mean, there is no statement that Obama himself had anything to do with it. But he's taking advantage of the situation, and he doesn't know what to do because he is not, they said he's a community, or I heard last night, he's a community, this is on British television last night, he is a community organizer. He does not know what the hell he's doing outside of organizing things. And he organizes intellectuals to intellectualize how something should be done.
Yeah, but there are people that don't have any experience in that arena and have a political stance like he does.
You want to
They're not trying to clean it up. They're just you put people in there that don't want it to be there.
You want to stop the plug? Go call Joe the plumber, and Joe the plumber will tell you how to stop the plug.
Joe the plumber could do it.
Because it's a simple plugging. It's a simple. You could go get the gentleman that stopped all of that helped stop the fires in Kuwait if he was alive. Red something, I don't remember what his name is, but he would basically have stopped the thing, even if it's a mile down. It's the same procedure. It's the same procedure here as it is here, except there's more pressure there. But it's the same sort of rig. You just simply put it down with an expansion joint. The joint expands. It clips into place. You're not going to it's never going to blow out. And then you simply reduce the pressure going up, and you shut the thing down. They're drilling 2 more wells so that they can tap the system. They've got the system on it because they're making money off of the thing. The money they're making on the higher cost of petroleum is basically going to feed. What do you think? It's what they're making off of what they're salvaging. This is the whole bit. You
know who's the biggest loser is the American public.
American public. The environmentalists are the winners. The environmental winners, and the Saudis, and the Russians, and the Chinese, and the people from Venezuela. They are the big winners. We are the losers. I can stop the plug. I can stop the damn leak today. I have no problem. I grew up in the construction business. We had problems all the time. I've crawled underneath the stupid city plugging leaks up by hand. So I mean, if you're talking, 40 pounds of pressure when it's, when it's hitting, there's a lot of pressure. I put pipes in. I put plugs in, down like 50, 60 foot under the ground to stop leaks. I've done it by hand. I have seen people do well plugs. I mean, we had a blowout like 50 years ago over in Baldwin Hills where some moron built a house on top of a well.
He did?
And he had a blowout. And my father called the people in, the experts. They came in and capped the stupid thing in the middle of a person's house. I mean, you couldn't live in the house anymore, but they had it basically. They built it on top of a well. The cap on the well came off, and it went kaboom, and basically the house was like this.
It's like, who in the world ever let them do that one?
Because they didn't pay a lot of attention to where they built, because it was cheap, and they built on top of it. Well, I saw how it was done then. I mean, they just came in. They lowered the thing over the unit. Basically, they sort of pushed it in like that. Let it shoot out. They just kept doing it, let it shoot out until it shoots out the top. The expansion joint is expanded. Then on the side they got a wheel, and the wheel is gradually turned and shut it off. That's how simple it is if they really wanted to do it. They don't want to do it. It isn't to their best interest to do it. It isn't
they've got an issue.
Yeah, Democrats have an issue. They will not listen to anybody. I mean, I hear Mike Huckabee. He's all got these ideas about how to clean up everything. Well, you don't worry about cleaning the damn stuff. Okay, this house is on fire right now. Imagine this house is on fire. I think I'm going to start cleaning up the house.
No, just get out of the house first.
You stop the leak first, no matter what you're doing. You want to you want to keep the leak from getting ashore. Here, here's the shore. Here is about 20 foot out. You build up a dike.
Oh,
then you build another dike. And you build another
dike. Is
dike.
that what they wanted to do?
No, they're wanting to build a berm like 7 miles out.
Oh.
You don't build berm 7 miles out. You build everything in close, as close as you can, because you get your equipment, you dredge, you make your wall. You dredge, you make the wall. You dredge, you make the wall. Because they got hurricanes coming, folks. That thing that they want to build out there, it's got to go right over the top. But you do that, you basically dredge, you put the sand up here and you build a berm. You dredge, you put the sand up here, you build a berm. If it goes over the top, hey, guess where the oil goes? It goes in between the two berms and it doesn't get ashore. They knew that. They could have done it. Bobby Jindal, he could have done it if he chose to do it because he had the National Guard. He could have done it and said, well, the hell with the president and his environmental policies. I have a duty to the people of my state, and if he wants to arrest me, then let him arrest me. He's not going to arrest him because this man doesn't know what he's doing to begin with. But it behooves Bobby Jindal, who wants to be president, to show he's a man he knows how to do things. It's basically Crispin, Florida. It behooves them. Haley Barbour, it's good for them. Carville, it's good for him. Al Gore, it's good for him. You know who it's not good for? Those poor little guys that are standing off the shore seeing their business just die for the next 15, 20 years because it does not make any difference. If you're a shrimper and you don't have any shrimping, you don't do anything else because you've been shrimping for generations. Well, I'm going to retrain you. Retrain you to do what? There's no work. So I know I get grumpy because when I know that nobody understands this doesn't exist without oil. This doesn't exist without oil. I mean, this doesn't exist without oil. Her glasses do not exist without oil. My hat does not exist without oil. Your home you live in does not exist without oil.
None of what they're seeing would exist
because nobody will tell you what you're getting ready to give up.
We'll tell you.
Actually, we can finish it with a very simple, be careful what you wish for because you might get it. So until next time, this is Old Cam.
And this is Not a Spring Chick. And we're here yesterday, today, and tomorrow. For more information,
you can go to www.mondybubbles.net on the net.
He's all wound up.
I'm wound up because, I mean, look, I saw the Marshall Plan in Europe. I know that if the United States government wanted to do something, they would have let people come in and help them. They don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
They don't care. It's Congress. Congress doesn't care in the slightest about the American people. We'll we'll flat out get our ass cut up by people, the environment. Well, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I got 6 pages from experts all over the world that do know what they're talking about. We just went through. I don't say anything that I don't know what I'm talking about, unlike a lot of people on television. Because I happen to be an expert in an ungodly amount of fields. You'd have to see how many doctorates I really got, folks. I do have a lot of them. So,
so join us for more in the world's first daily newscast in 3D. Wherever you're watching us, subscribe to us, follow us on Twitter, and thank you once again for over 40 million links on the internet.